Mic check, 2 J's hit the stage like thunder. Friendship, solid rock, no cracks, no blunders. Navigating life round the kids and the hustle. 30s hit hard, but we flex in the muscle. 2 J's in a pod where the truth gets spilled. Real talk kings, every vibe gets fulfilled. Dads by day, on the mic we just kill. Friendship eternal, we keep it too real. Jason got the sagas, Johnny rolling with the truth. Convos hit deeper than the roots of our youth. Bar for bar, it's a therapy sesh we supply. Navigators of the vibe, no cap, no lie. Topics ain't safe, from diapers to dilemmas. Dealing with drama or revisiting tremors. Podcasts, waves hit sharp, slice like katana. Real dads, real men, hotter than a sauna. A journey of milestones, we live and we laugh. 2 J's, 2 mics, no scripts, no drafts. From midnight feeds to battles.
All right, what's up, Jason?
What up? We're back.
Hell yeah, we've been in hiatus for a little bit because we've been going through a lot. Jason was busy training and working hard.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of changes that we talked about, and so we kind of been slacking, to be honest.
Yeah, it's on me.
It's Johnny's fault. No, I'm just kidding. I also, like I said, I've been busy.
Jason andaba de aventurero.
Yeah, dude. I've been living my best life.
He has, actually. I'm kind of jealous because I'm just stuck at home right now. Well, not at home, but not able to go riding.
Yeah, it's summer, so I've been out on my motorcycle going on hikes.
And it's hot as hell.
Feels good, though.
All right, Jason. So, I hear you, man. So, what are we going to do?
Well, just come back, drop another episode for our listeners. Hopefully, we didn't lose any listeners, but
I might know about 3 of them that we lost so far. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
I'm just playing.
Sorry about that. Those people unsubscribing. Not cool.
Yeah, man. So, what do you have in mind, Jason? How's your adventure life? How's everything going?
It's good. I just been enjoying the outdoors a lot more. Working. I got a new job, so it's been super challenging too, just because I started a new role and
Did you become a certified fluffer?
I wish.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sounds like a better deal.
Make sure you edit that.
Nah, it should be fine.
I'm just kidding. Anyways.
But yeah, I'm still doing the same thing, working on my mental health, trying to get by.
Yeah, that's one thing that I work religiously. I focus on my mental health and just keep doing what makes me feel better. I try to get away from toxic people or people that would and I noticed that negative energy affects somebody's being yourself or anything like that. Even though you don't pay attention to it, it's just the vibe that you get,
For sure.
Cuando te echan mal de ojo.
Yeah, and I feel like having negative people around you is going to affect you with whatever it is that you do, right? Especially if you're trying to grow and learn and maybe do new things, like there'll be people that'll try to shut that down. And if you listen to those people, you're going to create a life that's going to be closer to theirs versus the one that you're trying to create. And so if you have people around you, and sometimes like even family could be negative, right? And so it's hard to cut those people off. And I don't necessarily think you have to cut them off. It's just about knowing where somebody's coming from, right? Like who you're taking advice from. If somebody's not in a position financially where you want to be and you're taking financial advice from them, maybe not a good idea. Same thing with relationships, right? Like if somebody's giving you advice about relationships and they're not in a great position, just check in on that and be aware, like maybe the answers that they're giving you aren't.
Right. Well, ain't that my complaint all the time when we talk about that?
Yeah, for sure.
About how hard it will be to be dating this nowadays. Sorry, I get nervous still. But anyways, it's hard.
No. Yeah, and I think like there's a lot of times where people want to put their 2 cents in specifically with relationships too. And they're in a place where you're like, well, if that was the case, then maybe you would be in a better position. But so just take all that with a grain of salt. You can listen to those people. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to cut those people out of your life, but also be aware of where they're at and where they're coming from and where you want to be. And if you want to create something different in your life, something outside of where you're currently, you're going to have to make different choices. You're going to have to start doing different things, talking to different people. And that's one thing that I feel like I've learned recently is I used to be like super closed off to just people in general. I was pretty like introverted.
I saw that for a while.
Yeah. And so now,
not with me, but with other people.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. I just thought about like playing it safe, you know, and just protecting myself and just keeping it short. But I've been more open to like meeting new people, and it's been going good. I feel like I've created friendships and relationships based off of just being open for like a conversation with a stranger, you know?
No, I hear you, dude. But now, like I say, people are forgetting about common courtesy too, right? You say hi, or you send somebody a text, or you do something, like they take forever to reply, or they like don't reply and make 10 like, oh, I never got it, or they ignore you, and then they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was busy. You know, like how busy are you when you're always on your phone like 24/7 now?
That's true.
Like,
and that's something to be aware of too. Like for me, sometimes I am really busy, or you know, with my schedule, my sleep schedule's all over the place. So sometimes I don't respond.
Looking like a zombie.
Yeah, for reals, I do lack sleep. That's one thing that I try to work on. But sometimes I'll sleep 3 or 4 hours and I'll wake up and I can't go back to sleep. I'll try to force myself and I can't. So it's learning to live with those things. I have this new device. It's called the Whoop.
The Whoop Whoop?
Yeah, the Whoop. And it tracks my sleep, and it'll track like if I'm like light sleeping, deep sleeping, or REM sleeping.
REM sleeping's the one that you want to be in.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's been helping me kind of like I'll wake up and I'll track my sleep and I'll look into how long I slept and how, you know, the quality of sleep. And one thing I've noticed too is like sometimes I'll sleep and I'm like, dang, I'll wake up and, you know, I'll be at work and I'll still feel tired. And so that happened yesterday where I woke up and I was at work and I felt super tired. And I'm like, dang, I wonder like I slept enough, like not enough, but the amount that I normally do, but I just feel extra tired. And I happened to look it up on the app, and it showed me that I was just like in REM sleep for like an hour and a half. And
that's good.
Well, no, because normally sometimes like I sleep a short amount of time, like 5 hours, but normally like 3 or 4 hours of that will be REM sleep.
Oh.
And so yesterday it was like an hour and a half. So I was like, okay, maybe that makes sense. And I think it's because I had coffee like a few hours before I went to bed.
Oh, you know what? I'm afraid to wear one of those, man. They'll probably tell me I'm close to dying, you know, or something like that. So I don't wear one. No, I'm just kidding. One time I wore my Apple Watch. I wore my Apple Watch and I shouldn't on my watch anyways. And it told me that I was having like irregular heartbeats. And I was like, what?
Dang, did it tell you that?
Yeah, but then I know I was kind of getting like a panic attack or something like that. So
that makes sense. But I think it's good to know, at least to be aware of like your sleep, tracking your sleep and heart rate and all that.
No, that is so true. Like that's why, you know, like one thing that I do now religiously, especially getting up there in age, is going to visit my doctor at least every 3 or 6 months.
Yeah, and get checked out.
Yeah, get checked out, you know. Jason, his favorite exam is the prostate one, right? You always like making those appointments.
I like to do it every 30 days just to play it safe.
Right. Yeah, you're very cautious. That's what I like about you. Sorry. You know, I had to razz you, bro. You know,
they just walk in and they're like the usual, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. And then when they have substitutions, you get all mad.
Yeah. Where's the regular doctor? The one with the thick fingers?
Giant hands.
The sausage fingers.
Anyways, we're getting out of hand, but
off topic for sure.
But we always do that. But anyway, we always exaggerate, you know that, right?
Too much.
So anyway, so that's good, man. I mean, that's a good thing that you're looking after your health. I'm really happy seeing you the way you're growing again and the way that you're being more outgoing and more adventurous. have a better spirit.
Yeah, overall, I think a lot has changed in my perception of life and just how I've been living life. So it's really good. I've been enjoying life a lot more. And so I think it's going great.
Remember my last update that it says that it's making me think my priorities and my my way of thinking. Like, again, people, for you that don't follow me on my personal page or anything like that, again, I got into another car accident and I got sideswiped by a deer. Deer ran into me. So, anyways.
Oh, so let's talk about that, because I feel like you text me that a deer ran into you, but how did that happen?
So that's what I'm going back to you too, because how you said it makes you think differently and different perspective,
Yeah.
Me going to back accident, like a repeat. I got hit, I got a car accident, a motorcycle accident, now an animal accident. So I think that's the repeat,
Are you comparing yourself to like Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan of car accidents?
Yes, I'm the Michael Jordan of car accidents. But anyways, no, I was coming home from all places, and our boy Ronnie was funny because he's like telling me, from all places, it only has to be you, the one that finds a deer to run into,
Yeah, because you weren't in like a middle of nowhere place.
No, I was right here getting home off 1300 South in Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
You know where all that construction is, but there's a new Freddy's, Rising Cane, Apollo Burgers, all sorts of new stuff, right? So it's but the freeway, the highway is all a mess. And I was coming, and I had a friend of mine, and then he's all like, "Watch out!" When he said "watch out," I just felt the impact. Boom! That deer hit me so hard that it went. I saw everything like the Matrix. And I just like didn't panic. I guess I'm used to it now. And I just drove my car forward, stopped my car. I saw the deer up in the air, fall and die. Well, it was like struggling and it died. And then I was like, oh, fuck, just my luck. And I'm like, I'm already going to go home. I mean, I'm already here, so might as well drive. So I'm driving over there. And then my car is like something like it couldn't move. Like it was scraping hard. I was like, it couldn't be that bad,
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you didn't even get out? You didn't even get out to look, like, right when it happened?
No, I was so mad already because it's like I just barely got my car barely fixed after 10 months, And then, so I was like, I was pissed, but I wasn't nervous or anything. The guy next to me was it was like his first accident in his life. So he was traumatized.
That's wild.
And then anyway, so I'm driving and I feel my car weird, and I just put it in the side of the road, and then I'm trying to get out, and the driver's side door doesn't open. So I'm like, what the fuck? I can't open my door. So I had to exit the passenger side. When I go look, oh my God, my whole side of the fender, the left fender, where the light's at, it's all broken, filled with blood. It's all dented. My hood's all up here, It's all.
Was it a big deer?
It was a huge deer.
You should have called me. We could have grilled that thing up.
Well, I think somebody did. There's another story about that too. So I just pulled over, and at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna call my insurance, file a claim, get a tow truck, and then I'll deal with it tomorrow because it happened Monday morning, like at 2 in the morning.
What the hell are you doing at 2 in the morning on a Monday? Now let's not talk about that because he's Batman. He's out fighting crime.
Yeah, you can't tell my secret identity, fool. Anyways, I'm Batman. Anyways, so I'm right there. The guy's nervous. I'm calling that. So this guy just drives really fast next to me and says, "Did you just hit a deer?" And I told him, "No, I just like standing here and see cars pass by."
Yeah.
I mean, because I was fucking pissed, So
damn, what a dick.
And then I go, "Yeah, I did." He goes, "Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go move it, and then I'll come back to see if you guys need anything, right?" So I was like, "All right, cool." And then he comes back. He goes, "Dude, you hit such a big deer. It's a big buck. It had big antlers. It was, I remember seeing it taller than my car." And then
Did you see it in the back of his truck?
Well, this is the funny part. And then he's like, "Yeah." And I go, "So should it be a good trophy for me to hang on?" Yeah, he goes, "Absolutely, yes." But he goes, he says, "I moved it to the side of the road So the next day, Rodney calls me and tells me, "Hey, what's going on?" I was kind of bummed out, because again, I had just barely got my car anyways. But the thing is, Rodney's like, "I'm gonna go check it out and see what it is." He goes, "I see all the broken glass, but the fucking deer's gone." Usually, you always see dead deers,
Yeah.
but it's Riverton in Harriman, so that thing was like they're looking at it and it looks good, and they fucking picked that shit up.
Yeah,
fool.
we should have. You should have thrown it in the trunk.
And dear me, I didn't have a trunk at that time.
Throw it on top. The
I
car-
couldn't move my car. Fool, I didn't fucking want to go down there and shoot the deer myself and shit. And fucking deer.
It could have been eating good right now.
Right, some estofado de deer, de venado.
I'm telling you.
Some taquitos de venado.
That'd have been worth it, dude.
Well, anyways, so what else do you have in mind, Jason?
Nothing in particular. Like I said, just been out having fun. I think one thing that I'm getting in touch with is just being outside and being in nature is like medicine to me. So whenever I'll wake up sometimes, and like I said, I focus on like my mental health, and sometimes I'll wake up and I won't feel great. And I think like my go-to when that happens is just like, how can I get outside? How can I get into nature? So whether I like drive my car up to the mountains, go on a hike, or ride my motorcycle through the mountains, or whatever it is that I normally, that's why I post so much too, that I'm always like outside in the mountains somewhere.
Oh yeah, I don't see those. Do you have me blog or what? I'm just kidding.
I do.
Anyway, no, that's good. I mean, I've been talking to a lot of people too, and I see a lot of people. I know this particular person that's going through some big hardships. Anyway, so the thing is that they say that she likes to go on hikes and work out and keep her mind busy and go to therapy and talk to people and stuff like that. It helps her, helps her relieve the past traumas and the new traumas that she had.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that is so cool. That's why I say religiously, I focus on my mental health, and I always go to my therapist now. So many years of damage control that he needs to make, and I never sought out health. You know how we are. We get from one job to another job to another job, you know how it happens.
Well, that's
sometimes.
just society. Society is pretty much set up for you to not be able to survive if you don't work.
Right, exactly. So it's been hard, but like I said, I have a good group of supports with you and some other friends that check up on me. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, I know you've been busy with now you're accustomed to your new schedule, and now we know when we could record and not record.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to get more episodes out.
We sure will. I mean, I promise. Like I said, I'm thinking positive. Like I said, that last deer incident made me rethink my whole purpose in life and what I really want to do. And like I said, I'm just a chill person. I'm don't take my kindness for weakness, but I'm kind. But I think I learned how to say no.
For sure. And that's something that a lot of people have to work on and learn too. Because it's hard. It's hard for myself too. I think that's one thing I struggle with, especially with my kids and family and just people I care about, is saying no, because I'm willing to push myself.
But
and I'm like an extremist, so I'll go like full on.
Yeah, Jason doesn't tell you no, but then he makes you go somewhere and he doesn't show up.
No.
Yeah.
Not true.
But anyways, we'll talk about that.
I showed up, if that's what you're talking
about.
No.
No. Yeah, that's why I was so impressed. Like this weekend that you showed up, I was like, that's my boy.
Yeah, we had a boys' night out.
Yeah. I had the convertible pony.
Oh, yeah.
I was racing Jason down State Street. We stopped by at About Time and got a beer.
Yeah, Johnny's rental car was a Mustang convertible. Right. So there's Johnny. We were going out, and I told him, I'm just going to take the motorcycle and I'll meet you guys there. And Johnny pulls up in his convertible, and we did have a few races,
right.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I was afraid we hit a deer or something, but we're in the city, man.
With the convertible?
Oh, fuck, dude.
That way you could just throw it in the back seat.
All right. But anyway, so what else, man? So
I have a topic here that I wanted to touch on.
Cool.
It is why, and I think we've talked about this before, but why men don't talk about feelings, but they should.
It's because again, I kind of noticed that if men talk about the feelings, even with a woman or with a girl, they see it as weakness.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they have some traumas and unless they're more
Yeah.
mature, they would understand.
But even then, even if they are mature, and this could be all subconscious, right? I'm not saying like consciously they're like, but as a man, you're a protector, you're a provider. I think like showing weakness is going to be or could be perceived as like you not having the ability to protect and provide.
Well, no, that's the thing is that we protect so much, and who protects us and provides for us, you
Yeah,
know?
nobody.
So we come to the point where we reach our breaking point, depending on the circumstances of life, right? Some people have it okay. Some people have parents that are successfully wealthy, or they're doing good, you know? They're self-sufficient, or you were good saving money or something like that, you know. But the thing is, some people don't know other people's skeletons in the closet, and nobody nowadays don't show empathy, you know. Like I said, if you find somebody that's mature, and I mean, of course, you're not gonna break up and say, you know what, I'm very vulnerable right now. You know who do you have to talk to. You know, when
Right.
people like me, I always say it's so funny. People will just open up to me, like if they know me,
Mm-hmm.
and they tell me like their story right there and then, and like I just barely met them, you know.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, you know. And I mean, I guess because I sometimes play it off, like you
Right.
know that I'm hurting from inside, but I'm not. Like I don't show it, and that's what we do most of the time. I mean, I don't live a fake life or anything like that, but like sometimes I hold my feelings back, and I think that was the point where it broke me.
Yeah. I think for sure it's difficult to you have to know who to talk to in regards to that, because there's people that I've like met recently, and I try to have like men, right? And I try to
You're
have
going out with men too? I'm just kidding.
no. Um
The way you said it, though, I'm sorry, Jason. You know how I am. You see, my brain is so damaged from
It's-
everything.
it's true. You are damaged.
Yeah.
But no, and then I try to have like get into like these deep conversations, and like you could tell they're like uncomfortable with it, you know?
Right. Unless, and I'm telling you, it takes a real man or a strong man that knows where he stands to admit that something's going wrong, right?
For sure.
Because I have noticed, I still have that same attitude, but I control it more than I before. Like before, I really had a very explosive attitude,
Mm-hmm.
a very limited, a short, limited fuse of I'll get angry like this. But now I control it. Now I am trying to not avoid it. Now I like, if they tell me 1+1 is 5, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like I try not to get into, debates or do anything. Like I just keep my opinions to myself. If somebody needs help, and if I could help them, I'll try my best, you know?
Yeah, and I think that inside like men friendships and all that stuff, it's hard because for so long talking about your feelings and being vulnerable has been seen as weak. But like Johnny said, as I get older and as I grow and learn and read books and listen to podcasts, I start seeing that like men being vulnerable and being open to like talk about their problems is like the ultimate show, like the ultimate way they can show their strength. Because I think like now, when I was younger, obviously like I wasn't about that and I didn't have that perception. But now, like when I meet somebody and they're open and they're able to have like these difficult conversations, I see it as a strength, because I'm like, oh, this dude like has gone beyond trying to present himself to the world as like this strong, powerful man that has no feelings.
Right. And you've seen some of the posts that I send you or things that I share with you that says people don't notice that a man is breaking down until he does something crazy, right? Usually it's either suicide or it's, he goes on a shooting rampage or,
And
those
it
are the
doesn't even have to be like that extreme. I think like even having, blowing up at your kids or whatever it is, at your spouse.
No, but
is
they see that as regular. That's what I'm talking about. Like they see that like getting upset and being angry, and you're breaking down. Like I was telling you, they have a fuse. That's my perspective, right? Getting mad, they'd like think, oh, he's just a toxic person, or he's just always in a bad mood. But they don't know psychologically
the deeper reason.
the deeper reason why you're like acting like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't have that support at home, or you don't have that support from your significant other, or
Right.
your friends, or at your job. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why they go to that extreme. I mean, look at all these celebrities that have committed suicides, you know? And they have all the money, all the happiness in the world. Like money does buy kind of happiness, you know?
I think money could buy security.
It's security, but it makes more people happy and a little bit less stressful. I mean, it doesn't buy happiness, but it does, provide security. But the thing is, I guess they need a significant other, because most of these celebrities that had committed suicide, they had either breaking up with their wives, or they have done something, and at the end they're like boom. Or even when father time hits them too, that's a big
That's true.
mental thing too.
I think some of those people too pursue like the fame and the money so hard that they don't focus on their actual happiness. So they'll pursue fame, money, all these things, and that's their thing that they're hyper focused on, which is great, right? From a financial standpoint. But then when you get to a point where it's like, well, what about me, right? Like, you know, Jim Carrey talks a lot about like mental health.
Oh, I
and
love
everything
Jim Carrey. Yup.
that he's been through. And so that's a perfect example where he kind of went and started noticing like, well, what makes me happy, and what do I want to do with my life, and not so much focused on like the fame and the money. And it seems like he's happy. I mean, people think he's crazy, but it seems like he's
Nah, he's actually doing really good now.
right.
I mean, when you're young and naive, you do a lot of stupid shit. Even when you're older, you do stupid shit. But you have to understand. I mean, one thing that I'm learning as I get older is I try to live within my means, or try to like, if I splurge something that I don't know. I just kind of wanna. Like I kind of don't like, if I need a brand new car, I'm not gonna go get me a Mercedes or a Beamer or a Lamborghini, because it's way out of my price range.
Right.
Give me my Toyota Corolla,
Yeah. Get that Civic, baby.
or a Honda Civic,
Yeah.
raise it out. But anyways, I think some people just forget to live within their means, and I think social media, again, I blame it because it's rotting to everybody's mind. I think because now being normal too. For women, now normal is not the norm. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
Like they have,
I think I know what you mean,
lip fillers, dye their hair more, or breast augmentation, body contouring, liposuction, BBLs.
Which is crazy to me, like that. I don't know. I'm gonna piss people off, but there's people that I know that I like see on social media, right? And that I know, like,
But don't drop names. You won't piss nobody off.
no, but and they do have like their nails done and the lip filler and this all, and they're struggling financially.
Oh yeah, that's a big no. But
So
that's
they have the
what I'm saying.
surgeries and they have all this stuff, and sure, you look great, but then it's like, you've invested all this money into the way you look physically, but what about like financially? What situation are you in?
That is so true. Like I said, sometimes, if you over splurge, it comes consequences. Like for me, I got hit financially really hard. I'm not going to lie, with these couple of accidents. The first accident is the one that kicked my ass, because it took me out of me doing anything. It took me a while. And then, through my other injuries that I had, there was a technicality for one of my stuff, and it drew out the process, and that process drawing out made it a little bit hard for me, and depleted most of my savings, and then luckily I've been blessed, and now everything's turning around.
That's good. Yeah. And I think, with me, I don't want to judge people, right? But I just like see those things, like people that make those financial decisions where instead of like going to school or starting a business or trying to do something for themselves, they're like, let me go get, whatever, a BBL or something, or
No,
some lip filler.
no, I hear you. Like I said, yeah, at first you need to be a little bit, established
Yeah.
or have something, to back you up or have a, some kind of savings where you feel good, But if that's why I'm telling you, social media sometimes makes you look fake or people fake it, but they're not really making it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's that instant gratification of like, for women, it's easy to get on social media.
Stay humble. It is. Man,
And-
so much eye candy. Like, a veces me tengo que ir a confesar a la iglesia and shit.
Yeah. Because they can just get on social media, and if you look semi-decent and post a picture of you sticking your butt out, then you get
Or
likes.
something. Not even, or doing the duck face.
That too.
But as long as you look cute or something. I mean, I always say women are the ones that proponen.
Yeah.
We propose. No, ellos.
Propose?
Yeah. And they're the ones that choose, Los otros.
Yeah.
I-
For sure.
But that's what I feel. But even though I think me being a girl's dad and raising with a single mother, it has made me be very careful on how I interact with other women. And if they say no, no means no, or it doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to be nice, but I think it has to go both ways too, not because I approach you doesn't mean they're like so defensive too. I'm just generalizing on what people tell me and what they do. They're like so defensive. I mean, there's a lot of creepers out there too, including myself and you, Jason, and the guy holding the camera.
Yeah, camera guy. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that it's like a delicate balance too, because everybody's in their own little world. And so if you are trying to approach a female out in public, you got to read the room too and see the signs,
Right.
Like there's dudes that get in there and are too aggressive. And there's also, women that, like you said, get offended. Maybe you're just trying to have a conversation and they get offended about it. It's a delicate balance. It's something that, I don't know.
Have you got friend zone out being single?
Have I gotten friend zoned? No, I mean, I feel like recently I haven't really been trying too hard. I told you that, like in the whole dating scene, I've kind of just like taken a step back. And so,
yeah, Jason, I that's why I like hanging around with Jason. Jason doesn't like hanging around with me no more because I can't be active as I used to. Plus, I lost my motorcycle. I mean, it's getting repaired. I don't know when. But anyways.
Yeah. So I just try to play it cool. And that's the thing that I tell like everybody too. Like I have friends that'll ask me for relationship advice, and you could tell that they're all like agitated and nervous. Like, oh, I'm going to go talk to this girl, or whatever. And it's like, we'll just like relax and talk to her. Like she's like we can go up to one of our friends and be like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? Let's go do this. Right. And be cool about it. There's no stress or anything. And then it switches to a female and it's like, oh my God, like, what am I going to say? How am I going to, and I'm like, just approach it as friends. Cause I think like females are receptive to being friends before anything.
Right.
And so if you just approach it in a way of being friends, and I think you'll get like a better response. And then from that point, maybe you won't even be interested in her because you're like, nah, she's kind of boring or whatever.
Damn.
Or maybe
Damn,
you will.
I know how it. No, exactly. I mean, you have to get to know the person. You have to get to know the person and the family to see where they come from, Porque she look all nice and cool, and then behind her, the scene, su family's una bola de locos. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big thing too that I feel like I haven't learned until recently is like kind of seeing the big picture.
No, you have to. Like I said, I enjoy. You know how some people always bug me, like I'm not that much that I don't go out, I don't do that, or I don't do that many stuff. I enjoy now being just at peace and not having any kind of drama. And if there's drama, like I know how to handle it, but I'll distance myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, I'm not at that age that I'm just going to fight with you word to word, And but anyways, I'm at that age where I just want peace and love.
Yeah, me too. And I feel like that's a big thing too, that I've been experiencing is just coming home and being at peace, not coming home to like a war zone, you know?
Right.
Like I feel like for the longest time I'd
stepping on landmines.
Yeah, exactly. Be coming home and I'd like take a deep breath and be like, all right, let's see what this issue is going to be today.
So now that you've been single for a while and you've been in a relationship, and a serious relationship, with a common law marriage, basically, how you weighed the difference? How you done the pros and the cons, and which one's weighing the better and not?
If I'm honest, like I feel like I've told myself that I'm fine with just spending the rest of my life being single.
Yeah, man.
Just because,
or until the right one comes, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. If the right one comes, but the thing is that
where are you gonna find her?
Yeah, I think the right one. And I feel like, dang, I'm getting old saying that.
The right one still hasn't got her divorce.
she's still
married.
She's still married, unfortunately.
Or she hasn't been born. Oh, fuck, no.
God.
We sound like Epsteins and shit. Pedophile. I didn't mean it that way, you know, because they're saying that's still, I'm sorry, I sounded like a pervert, right? But that's a funny joke, though. Like, it hasn't been born, but when she's legally 21, you know.
Yeah, I'm 60 or what?
No, I think about 40. 21, 40, 20 year difference, 21 year difference. I don't know. I mean, I was reading this article and I forgot to write it down because this was spontaneously. But I was reading an article that millennials, Generation Z, they like women like dating older men because of the stability and the maturity and the how they're more financial set and they don't play games.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, to me, it's not necessarily like a age thing, but one thing that I've noticed, and just my experiences, right, that women like my age are really traumatized.
Damage, how do they call them? Damage goods?
Damage goods, like they've been through some shit. And so if they don't handle that shit correctly,
everyone else is going to be in that same boat. Like we are judged the same.
Yeah. And so when I talk to women that aren't necessarily like 20, but like younger than me, you know, whatever, 5-10 years younger than me, like they seem to be like more, oh, this is funny, but more like optimistic in life versus being like you said, damaged goods and traumatized. And they're just, I don't know.
You know, I could admire beauty. I could admire gorgeous women. But I think when like I said, it's not being so aggressive and just being honest. But it's so sad that they're so hurt and so distraught about everything that's going on. And there's not their fault that they're born beautiful like me, you know. But anyways,
the struggle
is real. But anyways, the thing is, some beauties are captivating, and then these other people always think like, oh, she wants me. Or, you know, oh, she's into me. And it's not even like that. They're just giving you their friendship.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have to learn how to differentiate that. You know, if it's a friendship kind of thing or just be honest, you know, like don't lie to the women or the girls. Like say, hey, I just want to go out and hang out as friends. Tell them, hey, I really like you. Let's go out, you know. I think honesty is the best policy, right?
Yeah, but I guess that's kind of a gray area because like back to what I said, I think that being a friend first and getting to know somebody should be like the foundation of it. Because if you just walk up to some girl and be like, hey, I want to make love to you.
No, not like that. Like be honest that your intention is not to be in the friend zone. No tampoco no tan perro, you know?
Yeah, but I think that like that'll happen if it's meant to happen. If she's feeling it and you're feeling it, you don't need to be like, I don't want to be in the friend zone.
No, you know what I'm saying. Like,
no,
you know,
I get what you're saying.
Like the just be like not be fake. Like, you know, just don't like lie to people. Like, let's go on a hike and this and that or let's go.
Well, that's my move.
No, oh, it is. Sorry, no. But I know, like I know a situation with somebody like offers them to be a hike or do stuff and have fun stuff. And they misinterpret that as, oh, she likes me because she's spending a lot of time with me.
Yeah.
And then you miss the signs that she doesn't like you, but she's just your friend and she likes hanging out with you.
I could see that. But I mean, I just think even if you are getting friend zoned, to me, it's not a negative thing.
No,
Like,
for me, it's either.
yeah, like if you're with somebody and they're cool and they're like, hey, I just want to be friends, like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you're probably not going to be dedicating that much time to it because I feel like I already had my friends.
No, exactly, and I could count them in my fingers. But anyways, but I'm saying like like I'm like sharing at this anonymous person that just because you're beautiful or and you hang out with certain people or certain individuals, you have to at least be honest. Like, hey, I mean, like, are we gonna just be friends? Could we date? Like, oh, test the water, get to know your audience, like you say, but
Read the room.
read the room. Don't put up a front. Oh yeah, I just want you for my friend, and then it turns to the worst when she rejects you, and you go to the extremes.
Well,
And that's what's my worry, and then that damages the women for other guys that are really nice.
yeah, I guess. But for me, like, I have had experiences where I meet somebody that, and I think you know what I'm talking about, but they're in a relationship, and so we're just friends, right?
What kind of friends?
Just regular friends.
No benefits.
No benefits.
Oh, okay.
But you end up like getting to know the person, and you're like, dang, this person is like really cool, like really different and all that stuff. And you just kind of have to tough it out because they're in a relationship.
Do you think that nice guys finish last, or do you have to be a dick all the time?
I don't think that necessarily nice guys finish last, but what I do know is that if you have to love yourself, right? And I feel like it depends what your definition of a nice guy is, because if you're a nice guy that's like treating this girl really good, right? That's a friend at the time.
Don't be a sim.
Yeah. And she, I think naturally, and depending on the women, they're gonna gravitate. And I don't know if you've experienced this as a man, but when somebody is like super needy and super available and just in there all the time, it's kind of a turnoff.
Yeah, I like I said, I learned my lessons too. Like like you're right. In order for you to be with someone, you need to first love yourself.
And I think I find it attractive when a woman is like, oh, I have to do A, B, and C, so I can't hang out these days. I'm like, oh, dope. Because I have A, B, and C to do too. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? But if she's like, if there's the opposite where I'm like, let's hang out this week. Oh yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm like, well, hold on. Like, I got stuff I need to get done too. So it's not, like I said, it's not necessarily, I wouldn't put like the name of like being a nice guy. I just think that loving yourself and having your own things going on, and also setting boundaries, right? Like if there's a lot of dudes that will be like pursuing a woman and maybe she's not giving them the attention and the time and all this other stuff, but they're still there like waiting for those breadcrumbs. And at that point, you just have to like love yourself and just be like, you know what? Like, it's cool. Like, even if you don't have any other options, like walk away. Or
you always have Manuela phone. She's always available.
Damn, the only loyal one.
The only loyal one, Manuela.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like having that love for yourself to like walk away from those situations, because there's, once again, nice guys that'll just sit there and wait.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, like, yeah, I hear you. No,
So I think like not necessarily being nice guys finish last, but I just think like, because you could be a nice guy and still set boundaries. You could be a nice guy and still work on yourself and have things going for yourself. That might be, and obviously you're not doing it to make it attractive for women. You're just living your life. And if you're working on yourself and if you're working on building things, right? Whatever it is, whether it's business, yourself, like, oh, I have these books I need to read, or these things going on, or going to the gym, or
my
going on hikes.
chiropractor that I had to go meet.
Yeah, exactly. I think like if you build yourself up that way, it's going to be more attractive versus if you're just constantly available. And same thing for women. Like I said, I find it attractive when a woman tells me, hey, I can't hang out this week because I have all these things going on. I'm like, hell yeah. All right, cool. Like, do that.
Sorry. No,
So I
I'm
think
listening.
there's a balance, and I think that there's definitely like boundaries you have to set in order to, you can still be a nice guy, but also love yourself and set those boundaries.
Yeah, know your limitations too. Don't let these females string you along. Once you see they're stringing you along, like you say, love yourself and walk away. Or just stay single, like my friend Jason here,
Yeah.
for life, single for life.
I'm just having a good time. And so if I were to meet somebody and they align with where I see myself and like what I'm trying to do with my life, then great. I just haven't like necessarily met that person, you know?
No, I hear you, dude. But también it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. Women, if you want to get treated right, treat us right too. There's some women that think that they deserve everything and treat their partner like shit,
Yeah.
and then expect that their partner treats them nice.
Right. Yeah.
No, don't. I think it's common courtesy. If you read, especially now on social media, if you see all these memes or people coming out. I know right now there's a lot about toxic masculinity,
Yeah.
which is like be tough, tell the women what they need to do, go make me a sandwich, blah, blah, blah. The Tape Brothers, they made it so famous. And then my point is that women could be like that too, oh, I'm so beautiful that I know I deserve a Louis Vuitton or I deserve this Mercedes convertible,
Yeah. And
Don't give out the wrong signs either.
yeah. And I feel like for women, sometimes they'll just like sit there and invest just on their looks and then try to be like, okay, now I can try to find somebody that's going to provide for me financially, which if it works out, then great. But then again, for me, like what I see is what you're offering to the world.
Yeah. What do you bring to the table?
Right. And are you just a physical piece of meat? Because if that's the case and that's your goal, then great. But for me, like I don't necessarily think that that's what somebody wants to be.
I hate getting used. It's being a piece of meat. Odio eso. No, I'm just kidding.
Johnny's been used as a piece of meat.
Yeah, right.
And so that's, I don't know. That's a difficult thing where, like I said, some women are looking for that ticket, right?
Right.
And so I think, obviously I'm a man, so I have a men's perspective. And I've always thought like I'm going to
But you're a girl's dad.
Yeah. No, but I've always...
Doesn't that change a little bit? I'm sorry.
No,
because for me it does.
For me, like, it changes other things, but for my daughter, like when I have conversations with her, like I'm like, oh, you can run a business. You can you're smart. You can do all these things. Because I don't ever want her to think that she's just like going to be a piece of meat for somebody. And it's like, oh, I just got to look great for some dude to,
For my daughters, I'm like, barre ahí, cocina esto. No, I'm just kidding. Making them
you belong in the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm getting used to their toxic traits that they're going to go for,
No, I think us as dads, we have to break that and make sure that our daughters know that they're way more than just what they can offer physically.
I admire self-sufficient women and that they work and they're like, they have that boss lady vibe.
Yeah.
I think that's sexy. Even if any kind of hustles, if you're there in la esquina vendiendo chicles at the innocent way, but you're doing it and you make money out of that, at least you're trying. You're not trying and you're beautiful. That's even a plus. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, a conversation I was having with one of my friends too, is because, I like to talk about business a lot. I think that's a subject that I always like to touch on. And we were talking about that and he's like, yeah, but I don't have like the money to start a business. And I'm like, you don't need money to start a business. Like you could start trying to double your money with whatever it is. Selling, like you said, gum on the corner. That's kind of extreme, but you can start doing little things to where you're buying something and reselling it and making, let's say you double your money and there, you take those 50, turn it to 100, 100 to 1,000, and then you just keep growing and growing. And eventually you'll have that money to be able to do whatever it is that you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, like now it's a 2 household income unless you're Bill Gates or
Unless you're me.
or Elon Musk.
I get
So-
two incomes for myself, so I'm good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too with me is that I'm not looking for somebody to like help me with anything. you
Oh
know?
damn, are you like soliciting right now, Jason? No, I'm just kidding.
What do you
You're
mean?
like, I'm not looking for anybody to help me. By the way, no, I'm just kidding.
But no. But if you're offering help,
Yeah, I'll take it. Sorry.
no, just like financially and with my kids and everything, like I've set myself up to be in a place where I'm like, I'm good. Right. So if I were to bring somebody into my life,
You're not looking for the replacement.
I'm not looking for any.
You're just looking for a partner that could bring you up.
Yeah, exactly. And that we're gonna do it together. Right.
Well, you have to. It takes two.
Yeah,
You
but
can't do it by yourself.
some people don't see it that way. Some people think that it's like, okay, I'm gonna ride this roller coaster.
I'll be honest. I think before, like, if you have a good woman behind you, standing behind you, and she's empowering, and I mean, you're gonna have drama, but she's not like dramatic or drastic every other day or every like 6 hours she's cool, and then the next 6 hours she's crazy. But anyways, the thing is, if you don't go through those emotional roller coaster and you have somebody that's grounded and pushes you to be a better person, and you guys could reciprocate the same communication and love with each other, the sky is the limit.
For sure. But the thing is that finding that person that's gonna like be on your level.
She hasn't got divorced yet. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
file them damn papers already.
Yeah, stop being a masochista and staying with that guy that doesn't really love you. Jason here will give you a lot of love.
Take care of you. I'll take care of you.
He has plenty of love to go around.
No, but that's just like that's where I'm at. Like as far as like dating and relationships, like I'm not looking for a
Exclusivity.
physical body.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm looking for something that's gonna be deeper than that.
No, I get it.
Pause.
You had not. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you came out of a long-term relationship. So I think that takes a toll. For me, it took me a while to recover, and a while for me to be. I'm old school. I need to be able to offer something.
Yeah, and I spent a year being single, right? And so I feel like that.
You're still single, dog. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I was like
The-
a year.
the time is racking up.
Yeah,
We're at a year and a
I was
half.
like, yeah. I was like, you're still single, but you're enjoying it though.
Right, but I'm in a place where I'm like,
He's enjoying it in a good way.
I've set myself up to where I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I'm good being single, and so if that's gonna change, it's gonna have to be somebody that's gonna bring something to the table, not just a physical body.
Yeah. Well, remember what I always told you, Jason? Like, I would always tell you that, like, oh, dude, you have everything going for you, right? You have a good job, you have a good head on your shoulder. You meet the 666, you know,
Mm-hmm.
6 feet tall, 6 income figure, and the 6-pack is coming. So he's working on it.
It's coming.
It's in process.
I feel like yeah.
no, but to
I'm
be
6'2",
yeah.
but I was made to feel short the other day.
Oh my God, I never seen Jason look so short. But anyways, and I'm shorter than him, but I was like, dang, now Jason knows how I feel.
I felt little.
Well, yeah, I felt way little. I felt like a hobbit and shit. I thought I was in Lord of the Rings and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
that was
anyways,
interesting.
I was like looking for the ring of power. Anyways,
Mhm.
but what I was saying with you, it was different. Your situation was really good, and not that drastic, and you kind of did everything amicable
Yeah.
and without any problems, but it didn't like take a big, I mean, it took a toll on you, but not a big toll. Like in my case where everything it was like a massive landslide where it was right when the first recession happened. I was in the mortgage industry. So imagine losing your relationship, losing money, and not being able to get a work and not be able to, it took a while for that recession to bounce back up, and me being into finances, nobody was hiring. and people were blaming finance people. Like
You're
you
the
couldn't put
vendor.
loan officer or mortgage consultant or banker in your resume, or else they will not hire you.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, for me, I think I like went to the drawing board, right? And I was like, okay, well, how am I going to handle this? Because I could sit here and go out, party, get drunk, do all these things, right? Which is like the normal thing that people do after a breakup. I literally sat at home for a year and read books and went to work and, you know, just continued to work on myself. And it sucked. Like it was a hard time. But I knew like it
But
was
we got
like,
motorcycles, so that made it fun.
oh, dude, it was worth it. Just with the
Right?
motorcycle.
Yeah, I forgot about all my problems. I forgot about my neck and my back.
Exactly. And so I did these things and I set myself up to where I'm like, hey, I need to like just go back to the drawing board, not just in my life in general, but in relationships and business and you know, my job and all these things. I need to go back to zero and start like building of what, because now I'm solo, right? Now I have to do this and it's going to be a whole different plan. And so that's what I did. I went to the drawing board and started from zero. I'm like, hey, I need to work on myself, like mentally, physically, emotionally, went to therapy. I did all these things and I kind of got like in this position where I was so focused on that. And I think that's what helped me through it. That's what helped me like not go into drinking and drugs and like downward spiral, you know? Because I was like, I'm going to take the tough route.
No, that's you toughen it out, and that's what I'm so proud of you. Like, yeah, I always saw, that's why like last time when you came to with us, I was so like I never imagined that happening ever with me and you. But it was fun, you know, meeting at the bar because Jason doesn't drink,
Right.
only in special occasions, and they had to be super special with super special someone. But anyway.
Super special.
Right, because it's hard to get a drink into Jason, but he becomes like Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank.
Yeah, I don't like to because I feel like I do things like in an extreme way.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Frank the Tank. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Jason, you can't do movie.
No,
references.
I know what you're talking about.
Let's
what was
go.
that? Old school.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You see?
I know what you're talking about, and that's how I feel. So that's why I don't ever like.
Oh
to
yeah,
drink.
the stories that you would tell me when you and Rodney are there, I'm just dying and laughing of all the things. Excuse me, who has the phone on?
That was me.
Shame on you. But anyways, so I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Oh,
Frank
you
the
being
Tank.
Frank the Tank, and you being committed, and like I said, yeah, not looking for just a pretty face, a pretty body. I think it's, you know, if you have a pretty face and a pretty body, it goes both ways. I guess the guy needs to be, I don't know. It's just like I said, dating nowadays is super hard.
Yeah,
So,
and that's why I think like I'm just chilling, dude.
Yeah, because like I said, some people just want you because what could you bring me?
Exactly.
But then this is what I have to offer. And what they have to offer is su compañía and their looks. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
It-
that's fine for a night, right?
Bro,
And that's
yeah.
fine if you want to like go out and do something and chill with somebody. But for me, like if I'm going to bring you into my life, it's going to have to be something deeper than a pretty smile.
So what Jason is looking for is for a cougar. No, I'm just kidding.
A cougar. A basketball player. I need like a 6'9" WNBA.
Dang. But anyways, like I know how Jason looking all little. But anyway, so no, I'm saying it's just keeping it real. I think being humble, be who you are, and just
Keep it simple.
keep it simple and live happy and
Uh,
drama free.
We're getting close to wrapping it up. I wanted to touch on one last subject that I seen here that may be an interesting conversation. Can you be friends with your ex?
Hell no.
Yeah. I think it's
We had that conversation, but that's nice that you bring it up again.
yeah. Well, I agree with Johnny. Can't be friends with your ex.
And then the other question, well, I'll add another one to it. And then if you divorce your ex, or do you divorce their family too? You know what I'm saying? Like that's another
Hell
thing
yeah.
because if you keep the family around, then you're always gonna find out what your ex is doing. Unless your ex marries one of your family members, and then that's a different fucking story.
that's a whole other.
That's some
That's a whole
fucking
other
twisted,
podcast.
fucking John Gacy kind of shit. That's sort of like murder mystery kind of shit. But stay tuned. Somebody's gonna reveal that one day.
We're coming out with a documentary on Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu or Netflix.
I think Hulu's right.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's about that marrying into the family once you break up with your first husband.
That's puts a new meaning of keeping it in the family.
Fuck yeah, huh?
Literally.
Well, anyways, that's if anybody has experienced that, please let us know. Like if you had anybody que la prima se fue con el tío o el tío se fue con la mamá de su primo y no sé qué mierda.
For those that don't speak Spanish,
Oh, sorry.
if you had a situation where somebody just literally kept it in the family.
Yeah, married into the family. And how did you handle it? And how were your traumas?
Maybe she liked the family and didn't want to leave, so just kept it in the family. I like this family. I'm gonna stay here.
Right. They all look the
Just
same.
a different seat.
Yeah. They all look the same, you know?
Maybe that's what it was.
One is tall, one is too short, one is medium size. Like they have different size to taste and
You
shit.
could choose.
But anyways, and what else do you wanna? What's your answer? You said no to for being friends with your ex.
Yeah, I feel like it's a no because you have that connection, and even like with me, like recently when I like reconnect, like sometimes I'll talk to people from my past, and there's still like that tension there, and I'm like, nah, I don't know if I should revisit this.
Right. I hear you. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But the other thing too, it's so funny because I know somebody that they had a bad breakup, but he does business with her ex. Like not business, but they kind of do a little bit, like interact with the ex's brother.
okay.
You know, I'm not throwing you under the bus, but I'm just saying, is that cool too, or should it just be like, hey?
I mean, I think if it's business,
why business? Why does it make it different?
because that's I don't know what the situation is that you're talking about, but I'm just saying like financially, like providing for your family, and if it's like a business move, I could see that.
Yeah, and as long as I guess that's right.
With
As long
like
as
the brother, right? So it's like disconnected.
yeah, it's disconnected, but it's your ex's brother.
But it's hard because I feel like
Like, I mean, as long as they keep it like neutral, right? Like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you, like it's just business and we're not mixing it personal.
Exactly. As long as it's not like, oh, guess who so and so's dating.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's like you're working on a spreadsheet and they're like, hey, by the way, she's dating again. You know,
she's
like,
out at the clubs,
right? Or she became an exotic dancer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
on the side, she's really an escort, exotic dancer on the side. Slash
real estate agent. No,
right? Slash OnlyFans.
Oh, damn. Real estate agent in the daytime. And
this girl wears a lot of hats. Let me know.
Crime fighter for night.
Yeah. She's also she takes Johnny's shift over doing Batman stuff.
Right. And then she volunteers at the Red Cross.
Damn.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, I feel like she sounds like, let me meet her. I feel like that sounds like somebody.
She doesn't have time for you, fool. She's too busy.
Even better.
Maybe she could squish you in if you're going to buy a new home or something.
I'll buy a house just for you.
Right. But anyways,
that's funny.
That is funny. I met a person once in my lifetime that she was a real estate agent in daytime and a exotic dancer
at night. I feel like that's
I met her during the real estate transaction, but she like ahí bien que she's like, hey, come meet me.
Nah, I think he met her as the exotic dancer transaction.
Nah, fuck you. I don't go to those places. Me asustan.
Oh, that's funny.
Why do you have you see how you put down in me? Why do you lower my confidence?
No, I just
this is about mental health.
No, it's like it's funny because you're like, I met her. You had to put it out there. You met her just on the real estate side, and I'm like, red flag.
Fuck you! I have no red flags. I'm like, innocent.
If you didn't say that, you wouldn't have had me question in my head.
You always question me in food. That's why we do this podcast.
Oh, that's funny.
But anyways,
I mean, I feel like she was probably really good financially. That seems like two well-paying jobs.
I give props to people that are able to do that. I'm telling you, if I had the body,
So like when you do a closing, like you get a
I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm stopping by to give you a lap dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A free lap dance with every house.
Have you ever seen Don't Mess with the Sohan?
No.
Oh fuck! Can you see? You see, I can never do movies references, but you
Sorry.
need to watch it. It's an Adam Sandler's movie.
Adam Sandler. We're gonna watch.
I already watched it. Happy Gilmore. The
Happy
first
Gilmore.
night that it came out, I'm a big Adam Sandler fan.
Yeah. Well, some of us unfortunately have to work.
I work too at home. Anyways,
The dishes.
Lavo platos, plancho, cocino.
It's
¿Qué
true.
más? Oh, corto el zacate, cut the grass.
He's a landscaper.
I'm a general contractor.
Yeah.
Electrician, anything.
mowing.
Minusos.
Mowing people's lawns. So if you need your lawn mowed, let Johnny know.
Right? Jason, no, never mind. I'm not going to say nothing.
Mowing the lawn.
Mowing the lawn. Jason, remember that when I used to tell you, don't let nobody mow your lawn?
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's an inside joke.
and it will stay that way.
Yeah, exactly. The good times.
Good times, good times.
All right. Is there anything else you want to cover?
No, I hate you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? No, I'm just kidding.
I know. It's your inner
Right.
dialogue.
Oops. I thought we were start recording.
But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for like supporting us and listening to, us talk about random subjects. It's been fun. We're gonna try to keep going. I know we had a little hiatus, but we're back, baby.
We are back just for this month, and then we're off next month.
We'll see you guys 2026.
Imagine.
We'll see you guys
Today's the
next week.
30th, so we're off this month. Anyways.
Remember to love yourself. Thank you guys for listening. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, check us out there.
Keep it humble too.
Take care, guys.